Welcome to Mr. Woods' Wonderful World of Art. I'm Mr. Woods, and I'm so excited to bring you episode number 7 out of our 7-show series. So this is the last show. But don't worry, I'm going to have a new series starting next Sunday. And you might think this show is going to be a little bit rough. That's because we're talking about texture. And we're going to go around, get crayon rubbings of all kinds of different textures, and then compile all those textures together to form an art project. Materials that you're going to need are all kinds of crayons. Go ahead and take the outer shell or the paper off of each of your crayons, and some type of drawing paper, maybe computer paper, something that's a little thinner gauge, so it's going to make it easier so we can produce awesome textures. And then you're going to need to go out into the world and find all kinds of exciting textures. So now let's begin. Alright, I've got my crayon, I've got my paper. This is printer paper or copier paper, so it's thinner gauge. I found my texture, and that's what we're dealing with, actual texture. Is it rough? Is it smooth? Is it coarse? Is it gritty? Now, the grittier the better, because it's going to produce a more interesting texture on your paper. Have my crayon, took the paper off of it, slap the old paper up here, take the crayon sideways, and go right across there. And you're going to have to push a little pressure, and we want that entire paper filled with our crayon. And then, voila, I have my first piece of paper textured. Now, 4 more. So let's go. I have each of my textures right here, and now I'm going to have a little bit of fun because I'm going to decide what I want to make with it, and you at home can make anything. You can use these textures to create any type of animal, flower, anything that you want. But for me, I'm going to make a large butterfly, and I kind of have the idea in my head already. So here's my orange. I think I'm going to use that for the base. I do have some construction paper that I'm going to cut the shape of the butterfly out, use the orange on top of that, and then use the other colors for the body, and then just the details. I have myself a piece of pipe cleaner that I'm going to cut in half and hot glue on the back for antennas, and I have a couple of googly eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, get out my scissors, and just kind of go through the process of getting this drawn out, cut out. So the first thing, fold this in half. And draw half of the butterfly here. And we just keep in mind that the butterfly is symmetrical, so both sides are equal or mirror images. So when I cut this out, I'm going to do that for each piece. So each half, or everything that I'll cut, will have another piece that's going to look just like it. So here's the initial part of my butterfly I'm cutting. Always cut to the fold, so when you separate it, you have 2 halves that are equal. Now I'm going to do the rest. Now that the glue has had time to dry, I'm going to jazz up my butterfly using a Sharpie to outline a little bit and watercolors to fill in some of the white. I'm going to use the crayon as a resist, keep a similar color, paint it in, and that way it's just going to emphasize the texture. Here's my finished butterfly, and I'm excited because it's so much better than I even imagined. And now it's a mixed media piece because I have not only the crayon for the texture, but I have watercolor in there. I have a Sharpie outline, googly eyes, and the antenna are made out of pipe cleaner. I can hang it up. I can glue a magnet on the back and stick it on the refrigerator. I can do all kinds of things with it. So be creative when you design your butterfly or whatever you're designing or creating. Be original, have fun, and post it on my Facebook page because I really want to see what you create. Hey friends, I'm so pumped that you decided to join me right here, Mr. Woods' Wonderful World of Art. And congratulations, you just finished episode 7 of a 7-show series dealing with the elements of design. So I hope you enjoyed this show over texture. But hey, wait, next Sunday we're going to start a whole new series, and spoiler alert, it's going to deal with the visual art. So same art time, same art channel, and if anyone can do it, it's you.